Christian Pulisic will become the 45th American to play in the Premier League. Christian Pulisic is poised to become the 45th player from the United States to feature in the Premier League after his £58 million move from Borussia Dortmund to Chelsea was confirmed. The hugely talented midfielder, 20, will line up for Chelsea from next summer and joins a list of Americans, some memorable, many less so, to play in England's top flight. The most recognisable of the stateside stars to ply their trade in the Premier League is the goalkeeper Brad Friedel. The 6 feet 3 inches stopper spent 18 years with Liverpool, Blackburn Rovers, Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur from 1997 until his retirement in 2015, and made 450 league appearances, more than any of his other countrymen. He is topped by some way from fellow goalkeeper Tim Howard, who played 399 times in the Premier League for Manchester United and Everton between 2003 and 2016. Of the outfield players on the list, Clint Dempsey made the biggest name for himself, playing initially for Fulham before a season at Tottenham in 2012-13. The Texan striker later returned to Craven Cottage for a brief loan spell, stretching his return to 218 Premier League outings, during which he scored 72 goals. Other familiar names near the top of the list include another goalkeeper in Kasey Keller, 201 appearances, who played for Leicester City, Tottenham, Southampton and Fulham. Geoff Cameron, who enjoyed 6 seasons in the top flight with Stoke before their relegation last May, has 168 appearances. Another experienced American keeper, Brad Friedel, played 154 matches for Aston Villa and Middlesbrough before returning to the US with reigning MLS champions Atlanta United. Brian McBride scored 37 goals in 148 outings for Everton and Fulham, while Carlos Bocanegra, Tim Ream and Marcus Hahnemann are other Americans to play beside the Temps for the Cottagers. Jozy Altidore may have played 110 times for his country, but his spells with Hull City and Sunderland in England were less successful, the striker scoring just 2 goals in 70 matches. A player enjoying greater success in the Northeast is right-back Andre Yedlin, who was initially signed by Tottenham but has played more regularly for Newcastle United. Landon Donovan is a U.S. national team legend and became a fan favorite with 2 short but productive loan spells at Everton during David Moyes' time in charge. Other notable names to clock up a fair chunk of appearances include Claudio Reyna, 105, Jonathan Spector, 124, and Roy Wedgero, 75, who turned out for clubs including Blackburn Rovers and Coventry City during the 1990s. But there are other Americans who won't be remembered as Premier League legends. Lyndon Gooch played 11 times in the top flight for Sunderland but is now down in League One with the Black Cats. Michael Bradley was a big name in the States but played just 3 times in the league during a loan at Aston Villa back in 2011. The Chelsea defender Matt Miazga was signed from MLS side New York Red Bulls in 2016 but has made just a couple of appearances for them and is presently on loan in France with Nantes. He does, however, have more top-flight games under his belt than Maurice Edu, Stoke, Johan Smith, Bolton, and Emerson Hyndman, Bournemouth, who all have 1 appearance to their name. Brad Friedel, 450, Tim Howard, 399, Clint Dempsey, 218, Kasey Keller, 201, Geoff Cameron, 168, Brad Friedel, 154, Brian McBride, 148, Jonathan Spector, 124, Carlos Bocanegra, 116, Marcus Hahnemann, 115, Claudio Reyna, 105, Andre Yedlin, 76, Roy Wedgero, 75, Jozy Altidore, 70, Andre Yedlin, 69, Joe Max Moore, 52, Perky, 46, John Harkes, 43, Jurgen Sommer, 33, Eric Lickage, 32, Jay Demerit, 32, Bobby Convey, 29, Stuart Holden, 28, Eddie Lewis, 25, Tim Ream, 24, Jovan Kirovsky, 23, Danny Williams, 23, Cobby Jones, 21, Eddie Johnson, 19. DeMarcus Beasley, 18. Zach Whitbread, 18. Landon Donovan, 17. Jermaine Jones, 15. Linton Gooch, 11. Oguchi Onyewu, 11. Benny Feelaber, 10. Jem Johnson, 6. Ian Fewer, 5. Michael Bradley, 3. Breck Shea, 3. Paul Rochubka, 3. Matt Miazga, 2. Morris Edu, 1. Johan Smith, 1. Emerson Hindman, 1.